What is going on, everybody? What's going on? What's going on? I gotta apologize up front. I'm sick. I'm not severely sick, but I've definitely been under the weather for about a week now, and so I definitely want to apologize up front. But um, but let's get this cracking. Let's get it together because we've been talking about setting the intention of automating our business to $1 million a year business. And I've given you guys some steps and actionable steps to do that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So what I did is I created a workbook for my mommypreneurs out there and entrepreneurs alike. If you want to have this broken down into a 5-day process, basically a 5-step, 5-day process, something that you can do in 5 days. Okay. And the reason that I'm doing this is because over the past week, so I was supposed to go live last Sunday, and unfortunately, I was out of town and I had a lot going on, and I really couldn't hop on live. And so, within the last week or so, I've really kind of been um, convicted in a way, if that makes sense, to kind of reshift the focus. But for those who are more, for my entrepreneurs out there who are more inclined with the idea of automating $1 million a year business, I want to give you guys a complete workup, a complete framework, if you will, so that you can follow and actually do this, right? But after today, after this live, I am going to revamp the focus to serving 5,000 businesses. That I really feel convicted in that way to kind of not in a sense change what the objective is, but change the focus of the objective, if that makes sense. And the reason I'm doing that is because I teach business and I talk about business a lot, and it's all based on biblical principles. Like God is the center of all of what I do. Like, if I'm being completely honest with you guys, God is the center of all I do. And and the focus, the scripture says, he who is greatest among you all, let him be servant of all, right? And so I want to be the greatest. I'm gonna be honest. Call it what you want to call it. You can, some people want to act like this, and they want to act like that and act like this, and that's fine. To each his own. I want to be the greatest. I want to be the best at what I do. And in order for me to be the best, and I truly believe the word of God to be true, in order for me to be the best, I have to be the servant of all. So I want to shift the focus. And if you down with it, and you down the rock, and you down the roll, and you trying to really make this happen this year, let's try to focus on what really really matters. Now, this does not discount in any way. It does not discount it doesn't discount what I'm saying or what I've been saying as far as automating $1 million a year business. But when I really sat with myself with that concept came about really to grab people's attention. Like, to really grab people's attention. So now that I've grabbed a lot of people's attention, yes, the goal is to automate $1 million a year business, but in serving 5,000 people, we're gonna more than supersede that goal. Right now, some people may be thinking, well, 5,000 people, that's a lot of people, right? That's a whole lot of people. How in God's green earth are you gonna automate serving that amount of people? And we're gonna get into it in a little bit. Okay, we're gonna get into that. So I made this workbook for those who want to stay focused on the idea of automating $1 million a year business. I broke this down into 5 steps for you. So let's get into it. Let's hop into this right quick, okay? So the first step in the process, right? Now, I created this workbook. You can shoot me a DM. This workbook is absolutely free. I'm not charging you anything for it, but this is going to break it down for you, okay? Now, ultimately, we got a few goals within here. Ultimately, the goal is to earn $1 million a year business, right? So, which is 83,333. Oh, wait, I got a little bit of a typo here. Wait, hold on. That's too many threes right there. And Canva would trip on me while I'm going live. But anyway, you get it. You get it. I'll make that edit. But anyway, so this is ultimately the breakdown. So day one, the first thing you want to do, step one, is what is a big problem you can solve and what group of people will pay for that solution. Okay. Now we've talked about this, throughout the month of January. So I'm not going to beat this up, but you understand what this concept is, right? Day two is you're going to figure out what system or tool you can use to solve this problem quickly and efficiently. Okay, I recommend you use mommypreneur.ai. It is an all-in-one tool. You can create your sales funnels, you can do your email marketing, you can do your text messages, campaigns. You can, if you have a membership, a group, you can manage your memberships in there. If you want to create courses, if you want to sell a physical product, it has stores in there. It has every single thing that you need to run your business, all inclusive in this one specific tool. Now, you don't have to use mommypreneur.ai, right? As you can see here, you can choose for yourself. Okay. I recommend you use this tool because I've been using this tool for quite some time. I am completely familiar with this tool. Obviously, I'm still learning about, there's always room for growth, right? But this is a tool I know like the back of my hand. I can go in here, matter of fact, just yesterday I created a sales funnel for a young lady who, or not, well, she's a young lady in my opinion, but you know what I mean. But the lady who, her name is Sophia Stewart, the originator, the original owner, the original writer of the Terminator and the Matrix films. She has a whole backstory behind her. But I went in a matter of just one day, created a sales funnel for what, or simply a one pager for, revamped their website. So Mommypreneur AI is the all-inclusive tool that helped me do that, right? Now, again, pick the tool that you want, but that's the tool I recommend you use, okay? Day three is you're going to build your system of solution, right? The system of solution, and leverage AI for customer engagement. Okay, now that's what you're going to do on day three. Day number four is pick a paid and organic traffic source to generate leads for your business. Okay, I'm familiar with Facebook ads. I'm actually about to learn, about to go into Google ads as well. But Facebook ads is my thing. That's a really great paid traffic source. I use Instagram and YouTube for the organic traffic sources. I got to get a little better with my YouTube game, but it's all good. It's all good. So pick a paid and an organic traffic source. Now, a word to the wise is when you picking your paid and your organic traffic source, you don't want them to be the same thing. Okay. I went through this with Instagram, and unfortunately, I was using Instagram as my organic source. I started using Facebook ads. I started paying for Instagram ads and stuff. And my engagement, unfortunately, just like now it's crazy low. Like it's crazy low. Yesterday, I actually had a poll, which thank you, shout out to everybody who participated in the poll yesterday. That poll went crazy. Everybody. So I put up a poll yesterday asking, automatically would you rather generate 85, I think it was $84,000 a month automatically, or would you rather have $500,000 now? Like 83% of people picked $84,000 on autopilot, right? Common sense, right? I mean, hey, if you getting that $84,000 a month, then that 500,000 you're gonna get that and some, right? So just keep that in mind. When you're picking a paid and organic traffic source, you don't want them to be the same source because it will affect your organic reach. And day five, you want to track your analytics data and make adjustments accordingly. Okay, this is very, very important. I've spoken about this as well. Knowing your numbers when you have a business, knowing how many leads you get every day, how many customers you're generating every day, what content is generating those leads, generating those customers. Those things are very important. The saying goes, if you don't know where you are, you can't know where you're going. The same thing applies. So knowing your numbers in business is really a numbers game at the end of the day. Most people, and a lot of 9-to-5ers make this mistake when they start a business, is they focus on just doing the work, right? Because that's what the mentality that they come from, having a 9-to-5 job. But business is a numbers a game. It's numbers. It's numbers. Me personally, I absolutely love numbers. I don't chase numbers, right? But I absolutely love numbers. But business is a numbers game, and putting things together, and and watching it work, and then kind of stepping back and looking and watching and see it go, then hopping in there and making adjustments, right? On the fly, recognizing certain things and being innovative and creative constantly. Okay. So this is very important. Now, this is the breakdown of how you can automate your business to $1 million a year business in 5 days. Now, another thing, I did break this down in another live, but I'll talk about this again. I'm going to include that in this workbook as well. But another thing to keep in mind is understanding what the product, once you figure out the problem that you're solving, right? The group of people who will pay you for that problem, or that solution to that problem, rather, you want to make sure that you write down how much you're charging, right? So let's say for example you have a product, and your product costs $197 per person, right? So you want to make sure you pull out your calculator, right? Because the goal in this situation, in this scenario, is to automate $1 million a year business. So you got to know your numbers, right? Again, business is a numbers game. So at $197 product, to hit that $1 million, well, so you want to do $1 million a year. So to hit that $83,333 mark, you want to divide that by 197, right? So you know that you would have to, from that $197 product, you will need to sell 423 of those to generate that $83,333 mark. Okay. So that is also very important, is knowing the numbers. Knowing, once you pick that problem, once you figure out what problem you can solve, you figure out that solution, all that good stuff, you package it up real nice and pretty, like, you know what I mean? You snap a price tag on that transformation that you're giving your customers. Then you want to run the numbers and make sure that you are aware mentally of what number you need to hit so that you can hit that goal. Okay. So that's very, very, very important. That's very important. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome to all of my people tuning in right now. I got a breakdown for you guys. I have been out of commission. I apologize up front. You probably can hear it in my voice. I've been sick. I went out of town. Had to go visit my peeps in Mississippi last week, and I got sick. I got sick. I was toe up. But by the grace of God, I am here. I said this week I gotta break it down, because I'm feeling the urge. I feel like the good Lord is telling me to shift that focus from automating $1 million a year business to serving 5,000 business owners this year. And at the mark that is for me and my business, I'm on track to do 3 and 4 and 5 million. But in any endeavor, the intention that I set this year was this. And so I want to fulfill on that promise. And this workbook, it will be free. So all you have to do is DM me the word workbook or comment down below, and I will be more than happy to send you this workbook that breaks down for you how you can automate your $1 million a year business. Okay. Now, one other thing I want to talk about, and it's going to be really brief, right? Let's say you have a service-based business. I deal with a lot of service-based entrepreneurs that come to me, want me to build funnels for them, build their automations, their systems. What can you do to automate that, right? Because there's only so many times, so many minutes, hours in a day. How can you automate that process? Now, I've been thinking about this, and there's a few ways you can go about doing this. Y'all excuse my daughter in the background. She over there playing. But I've been thinking about, it's really a few different ways you can do this. Number one is you could productize your business. What does that mean? That means that if you are selling hair, for example, or cutting hair, you can create a product that helps your customers with their hair. You can create grease. You can go and purchase clippers, sell clippers, sell something in your business that you can then go and scale and sell that and generate and automatically be able to automate that part of your business to hit that $1 million a year mark. Another thing you can do, and this is something that I would recommend above that, is what you can do is you can do something that's like, basically, with the way software, if you are familiar with the internet and softwares and all that kind of stuff, in the last, I want to say, maybe 5 or 6 years, products like Photoshop, different softwares. There was a time where you spend maybe $400 or $500 and you would get software, right? Now you have to pay on a subscription based plan, right? So you pay basically every year for the software. And you can essentially do that if you're offering a service in your business. So for the same example, let's say you cut hair. You can create a you can what you can do is you can go to your customers, say, hey, I have this new thing coming out right now. I have this plan where you pay me $100 a month, right? And you get so many cuts for the month, right? And that way you have that reoccurring revenue coming in. You have money coming in, cash flowing in before you even do a thing. Y'all, excuse me. Oh, excuse me. Apologize. I'm still working it out. So that's another way that you can automate excuse me, your business to $1 million a year business. Now, even with that, even with that, with the subscription based service, right? That you can offer. Hold on one second. Excuse me. Yeah, excuse me. I apologize. I'm working it out. But so if you have a service based business, again, you can offer your customers a subscription based service, meaning, hey, you pay me $100 a month, you pay me on a monthly schedule, and you get so many haircuts a month. Or you pay me, it's the same thing, like kind of like with my landscaper, right? I got a landscaper. I pay him like $120 a month every single month, and he cuts my grass like I think it's twice a month or something. Out of sight, out of mind. Get it done. You're right. So you can do something like that if you're a service based business. And that's a good way to fill your calendar up and cash flow your business before you even actually put anyone in your chair, or actually have anyone, book excuse me show up for that service based fulfillment. And so excuse me, I'm sorry, I guess this is my cue to get up off here. But yeah, so this is essentially how you guys can do it. Make sure you understand the numbers in your business. Make sure you understand what problem that you are solving with your business, right? Because if your business does not solve a problem, you're essentially hurting your business, right? And when you set up pricing for the product that you're offering, you want to set up the pricing based on the transformation that your business gives your customers. Okay. So again, the tool that I recommend that you use to do this is mommypreneur.ai. This tool is a really great tool. I use this tool every single day, all in one place. You can manage your social media, you can manage all of your advertising campaigns all in one place. You got courses, it's just it's so much stuff. And we also have AI employee, which we've already rolled out. So this tool is absolutely great. If you're interested in getting access to this tool, shoot me a DM. I'll be more than happy to send you the link and give you a little something special along with the workbook. You know what I mean? But with that being said, I want to also thank you guys again for participating in the poll yesterday. That poll went crazy. Y'all showed out. I was like, okay, I see y'all, see y'all. And yeah, so this is the game plan. This is the game plan all year. I'm actually about to start running a new campaign of ads for Mommypreneur AI. Again, I recommend you have not only organic but paid traffic. And for your organic traffic, this is kind of a little bonus that I want to give you guys, because a lot of people have challenges with creating content and on their social media and stuff like that. One thing that has helped me, and a mentor of mine actually pointed this out, and I've been using this framework to create content, and it works out really well. The thing that I do is I go live once a week, right? And I take that live and I break it down into bite-sized pieces and just drip it out to my social media accounts. Now, you probably looked last week and like, Suzette, I don't see that on there last week. Well, last week I was a little sick, you know what I mean? So, but that's ultimately the plan. That is a cheat code that I could give you guys on how you can create content and not be on your phone all day doing it. I guess my daughter, she should give me the cue too. But that's the easy way to do it. You don't have to go live to do it, right? You can sit with your phone, record 30 to 45-minute video, on whatever topic that resonates with your audience, right? Record that video, put it up on YouTube, break that video down. You can use a AI tool called Video IO, break it down into bite-sized pieces. It'll give you relevance based on whatever piece of content could go viral quicker. That with that tool, and this is another great thing is that with that tool, I was able to go viral like it was like last year, I believe it was. And it went crazy. Like it went crazy. So where there's a will, there's a way. I want to encourage you to make sure you are feeding your audience, make sure that you're staying in communication with your people, because even if people are not necessarily commenting all the time, looking all the time, or saying anything all the time, people are watching, people are looking, and you have a solution, right? You have a solution. Your business provides a solution, and people need you. Okay. So, with that being said, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of your Sunday. I'm about to get up. I'm about to go drink me some more tea and pop some more halls and whatnot. And yeah, and again, if you want this workbook, shoot me a DM with the word workbook in it. Or if you're watching this after it's already been live, you can comment down below workbook, and I will send this to you. It's breaking it down how you can automate $1 million a year business in 5 days. And with that said, y'all, peace.